Now, here's the big question. Can I recover with a beer?
Can you recover with a beer? So, I mean, it's a fermented food. Maybe it's good for your gut microbiome. No, I mean, can you recover with a beer?
Or how many beers do I need to drink to recover? I guess the question is maybe, is there certain, to couch it in sort of maybe more scientific term and keep with the rest of the podcast, is there certain stuff that inhibits the carbohydrate absorption? Like, will alcohol inhibit the carbohydrate content absorption? And then on the flip side of that, is there anything that aids the carbohydrate absorption? Like if I have a Coca-Cola, which is obviously readily available sugar, but it's paired with caffeine, does that help the reuptake?
Yeah, good question. So, I mean, on the on the beer front, obviously being flippant about it, but it's, it will dampen your recovery rate. So it also, alcohol also reduces muscle protein synthesis. So that kind of remodeling process will also, I know, it's devastating, isn't it?
Because I heard Valverde used to have a beer after training every day.
Okay, yeah, right.
He also had EPO.
There's other things in that locker. So, and I think, I actually don't know the direct impact of like alcohol per se on glycogen resynthesis. I actually don't know if that's ever been done as like a research study. Maybe it has.
I'll try my hand up if you want to research it.
Listen, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, isn't it? So, I'm not 100% sure on that, but it definitely dampens muscle protein synthesis. So like the recovery process overall will definitely be dampened somewhat. And, if you look at your Whoop data and stuff, you'll probably have a worse night's sleep. That kind of, so there's like compounding effects there, right? And in terms of, are there things that you can do to aid the rate of glycogen uptake? So you are right. Readily available sugars in that kind of early window are going to be the things that create that really high rate of resynthesis. So that's a good thing to go for. You are right. Like Coca-Colas, Haribo's, any of those, any kind of sugary foods are pretty good. Chocolate milk's great because it also comes with electrolytes and protein, and it's a mixture of sugars that will also go to the liver and the muscle. So like lactose, which is galactose and glucose stuck together, that'll go to the liver. It will get separated. So some of the carbs will get stored in you, because you also have a store of glycogen in your liver. So that will begin to resynthesize, and the glycogen stores in your muscle will begin to resynthesize.
Is there anything that blocks it? I'm thinking in terms of a lot of time I'll come in from training and of the big Vitamix blender, the one you see in the infomercials for it, you can blend a set of golf clubs.
Oh,
you
sure.
Stick them in, blend your mobile phone, whatever you want.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it yet, but it's nice to know.
Yep.
Like, I love this kind of nice to know. Like my watch, it's great for 100 meters in water. I'm never going to go to 100 meters around my watch, but it is cool to know if I drop it in the sink, it's going to be okay.
Yep.
So I know this blender has the power if I need to call on that power at any point.
Yeah.
But when I'm making my recovery drink after training, I'm kind of just going around the kitchen and throwing stuff in. I roughly know the amount of carbohydrates I want to get into it. So I'm looking, at sources like fruit, honey, or maple syrup, throwing stuff in like that, maybe a spoon of Nutella. But is there anything that I shouldn't be putting into it? Like if I start to put a scoop of ice cream into that with higher fat content, is that going to slow down the absorption of carbohydrates?
Yeah, you nailed it. That was going to be kind of where I'd go with that, is as the fat content increases, particularly saturated fat, what you're doing is you're essentially slowing down the digestion process a little bit. So, and that will delay the rate of glycogen resynthesis. So it's not necessarily that the fat blocks it per se, but what it'll do is it'll slow down the rate of digestion, so that carbohydrate won't be available in your blood as quickly.
This episode today has been supported by BIKMO Cycle Insurance. Insure your ride with BIKMO today, and they'll donate £10 to Trash-Free Trails to support their work in protecting our planet. Head to BIKMO, BIKMO.com, and use the code ROADMAN to get covered and support our wild spaces. Terms apply.